Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join we on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of a program we call Colores right on. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. Today na Monday, of course, na the 13th day inside the month of February 2023. And we actually they can look at the different issues them we don't come out of the newspaper them for this morning. Well, the first paper we will look at this morning na the Africa 24. African 24 gets a banner headline we say Padiem government, and then you get Arise IIP shady mining deal, parliament integrity at stake. Ahead of the party's convention, Honorable Alekali Kamara declares for APC flag bearer. This another story for you inside the Africa 24. The next one, now the News 24, we say as President Bio announces Jules Jallo as running mate, SLPP must be more united than ever. And Bio endorses VP Julde and Gento. SLMA Ed Excel at IMO General Assembly. This another story for you inside the African 24. The Standard Times newspaper say President Bio and VP Julde endorse Gento mayoral candidate race. This is another story for you inside the Standard Times. And the next one at the Sky Times, we say Sierra Leonean will remember UBA's Usman Isiaka legacy. And again, Honorable Amara Kamara declare intention for APC flag bearer. And Orange opens 14th digital center. This is another story for you inside this edition of Sky Times. The next one, now the AZ newspaper, we say reinstated maritime bowers commences work in Harness. And then you get another bridge under construction. CSC starts work on $8.5 million Bumper Bridge. And Justice Fisher to decide rapper alleges fifth. This another story for you inside this edition of AZ. And Chief Justice solicits UNRC intervention. Judiciary needs more vehicles. We go to the next paper when at the Calabash we say ahead of June election, President Bio endorses Gento as FCC mayoral aspirant. And on March 1st, mayors, district chairpersons, and councillors to step aside. And dispelling rumors and speculations, Bio retained VP Jules Jallo as a running mate for 2023 presidential election. SLMA Executive Director excels at IMO General Assembly. Authorized payment to embassy staff confirmed. This is another story today for you inside the Calabash newspaper for this morning. And the next one at the Premier News, we say Christian aid delegation to visit Sierra Leone, and pregnant teens matched with mentors to save their lives. NASAM partner engaged students on condom use. Former president engaged the youth with a sense of urgency. This is another story for you inside the Premier News. And the next one at the Apex newspaper, we say proportional representation kills multi-party democracy. Cybersecurity law stinks. FBC students committed to high court. Youth and constituency women's leaders endorsed by Mahmoud Bangura. This is another story for you inside Apex. And the solutionists say UN resident coordinator extol Chief Justice. And Valentine's gift embargo in schools. This is another story for you inside the solutionist. And the next paper, now the Modern Seas, we say maritime boss attends IMO General Assembly. And FCC present city's climate action plan to World Bank. King Ho on the rampage to avoid millions of dollars in compensation to government. This is another story for you inside the Modern Seas. Next one, now the Saloon Times, we say for trespassing on private property, former land minister to cough up 50 million new loans. And United Methodist University ends successful matriculation. This is another story for you inside this edition of the Saloon Times. Voice of Saloon say Bio leaves KKY in the dry land. APC National Delegates Convention slated for 17, 18, 19th February. First Lady Bodyguard passes on. This is another story for you inside the Voice of Saloon. And the next one at the Times, we say Bio Julia Jallo and Gento head for landslide victory. And the Honorable Alkali joins APC flag bearer race. RC, okay, Commercial Bank ends risk management and compliance training. This is another story for you inside the Times newspaper. And the next one at the Auco newspaper, we say Christian Aid CEO chairman to visit Sierra Leone, President Bio and running mate engage stakeholders in Lungi. We are yet to receive money from government, UNDP, Chief Justice. And then you get government ministers present scorecards to SLPP delegates. This is another story for you inside our call for this morning. And now the paper and this actually we don't get for you inside this morning edition. And we go actually bring we guests in now for let we come and discuss on the different issues them we already see inside the paper them this morning.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So, now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So, not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So, now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests them wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again.
Alright, so whilst we still wait for we guests for actually join me inside the program this morning, I want to begin talk about few issues them. We basically I'll talk about this story reading at the AZ newspaper. We get for do with the rapper winner LJ. As in this headline they say Justice Fisher to decide rapper LJ's 24th of February 2024. So basically this story also me get my own opinion. For example, I'm not sure say before they expect much from this particular story because the charges them we then give LJ. If you watch the charges them we then give LJ, he get for do with robbery with aggravation. That means say he go thief according to the charges. Then police charge we gonna cut. That means say he go thief with by force. You know, and according to them, a beat person and they even thief money or things them, and then they run from the scene. Pass where then go arrest them. We all know how the situation been like then and day. Well, if the court not able to decide yet, we see, for example, people we just go visit them. We just go visit them na court where is the headquarter outside them be detain them. Now where is the headquarter the time we then court in here. We see all of them people and the way they be actually all except for Stasi. We actually they not be in charge and go court. We see they all then charge them to 36 months imprisonment as we talk so now. They all day na Paremba Road, they serve them jail time. So if LJ we actually na the head of that particular thing they na him the all the allegation they lead to. What we expect? We not expect much. We just not know yet almost the jail time we Fisher go gear as it don't already begin serving jail time because normally na so they can count time because they don't arrest them from the day they arrest them they not left them. Say to the time we don't spend, then they begin count all of them things then they begin check all of them then time then the way don't spend already na the Paremba Road Correctional Center. So like me personally, they expect much from that, because there is some people and they say, hey, maybe then go free and all that. Let me tell you something. I think the government know exactly what they do because at this same time, now they talk about the 24th, and then the 14th when at tomorrow we as well expect for we hear from waiting will be the judgment from Kamarimba. Mohamed Kamarimba Mansare, tomorrow the 14th, we as well expect say it will appear in a court, outside then go try for give in final judgment. So watch how the case then they go. LJ on the be on the 24th. Then at 10 days after we Kamarimba yun. So why is Kamaremba in one case the judgment go don't come up, and we all know how many years where Kamaremba already don't spend at the correctional facility. So if Kamaremba don't spend how many years now Paremba Road, and then LJ himself they spend how many months they now, so we see how really plan this thing they go on. As we wait the 14 tomorrow Kamaremba, and then we see as well the 24th where they say LJ. So what do we they expect? Me not expect much. I don't know for Kamaremba because all of the evidence that when they try for point to Kamaremba, we find out say he not actually they go on the side. But technically, if you really listen, even to the SLPP recent convention where they hold, when the first lady been they talk, and make mention of Kamaremba in case. But he go only not saying that in case you make mention of if you know waiting at the story behind Kamaremba in case. Like for example, it tell we say man then they begin fear now for begin and take picking in a hotel with phone, for give them mobile phone, something like that. We all know say in the inception when this case of Kamaremba begin, now so we be hearing things that they happen. From Kamaremba on side, from the Peking auntie, the Peking family, to waiting. But upon all where they don't go now at the court, we find out say all of the evidence them, the people that they bring for can't testify. Well, we know hearing any much things we say they don't really indict Kamaremba, but all thing again left to the judgment from the court. Let we know waiting they happen. Let we know waiting they happen. We still wait for we get for come inside. That is why I just try for engage you now. On then 2 cases there so we come up. Kamaremba yon na tomorrow and then LJ yon na the 24th according to waiting I understand. So the question is, what do we expect first of all from Kamaremba yon case? You think say then go get for find him guilty, or you think say they go get for release him? We don't know. It left to the judge because right now as we sit down and talk, so whatever we talk, they can say contempt. You know, you remember the issue of I call this guy Edmond Abu, where because he discussed issues that we been get for do with the court, then we actually, charge him for contempt of court. We make it go on Paremba Road, yeah? So whatever, because what in the time for say in contempt, now where you dey what you dey say, then say it will influence the case. Or you go put the case into danger, or you dey try for draw conclusion. But we not dey try for draw conclusion, just dey try for discuss around wetin we dey expect to see. That is why we don't even know wetin will be the outcome. Whether Kamaremba in case for tomorrow, then go get for discharge am, or then go get for found and guilty and send and go more jail time. And from what we understand, not even they in that kind of way with an health. In health not really good. And we don't sit on our 1 term or 2 where we don't discuss things them we get for do with Kamaremba. You understand? Where people them don't come and explain or express their own views about the Kamaremba issue. Where one journalist will actually come and tell we say, waiting, in be don't see from Kamaremba issue, it not say something really they go on where really not correct. And interestingly, the person where we they talk about it come out from the same paper where we they review so right now. Let just watch if I cable for fan that video there. Let me come up again to you. Let you just listen, waiting then get for say as the judgment could be tomorrow.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday both Facebook and YouTube, Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are the channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things that they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to the kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say then.
Okay, so welcome back. I just basically want to get you background of waiting that they actually talk. Because sometimes they where you actually talk and then you don't get back up, then it's like you know the talk at all. So what we do now, let me go quickly and watch this video. Usa will be host, this journalist will tell we about what in think about the Kamaremba in case where they go on right now. We'll come back just now. Therefore, do with Mohamed Kamaremba Mansari, and he on the inside the Guardian Post where they catch and they say Mohamed Kamaremba Mansari is a living corpse. You they follow this story?
Sure. Now one story I can let for take I they pull me emotions as a journalist for.
Okay, why?
I take my emotions because I begin to report this story from the one. From the one way it comments, me I'm one of the journalists where the reporter. People where they now got to know me. So
I think you get better understanding about how the case they go and waiting. Tell me about this.
Oh yes. Well, the one that book say the case sub judice. That means the day before the court. So there are certain things you got to take them for talk because the day before the court. You know go be
for contempt.
Judgment. Now an offense.
Yes, contempt.
But me for me the case, in my own view, and I feel say Kabel Basari they suffer. I became very emotional when I stopped for reports, and I have reporters and where they go. The day where I see Kabayemba lost in moral in my courts. As a former presidential candidate, no matter what it don't happen, I believe say the government or the people that were concerned but don't pipe it down and take into consideration, say this is now former presidential candidates. We cannot humiliate him this much. They say the man tamper with one 18-year-old pikin. Now so then see. We the journalists, we will follow the matter. We will follow this matter. We don't see cases the way people that don't charge them for court and for sexual penetration to court. They are on bail. Some evidence not they safe. They don't left them. Off the mic, I will tell you certain things off the mic, and there you will see. When you follow the evidence of the case from the prosecution wing, you will know say my ploy against Kabayemba Mansari for silence him. And I believe say Kabayemba Mansari don't get bail long since, even though the judge said we don't get him bail. And then all our person can say no, the judge say you forget your traveling documents. We're not to so immediate the initial one. There was hundreds of journalists be there that the day the judge pronounced, say this is not the bail condition. There was nothing like surrender your traveling passport, your traveling documents. Until a few hours later, whosoever can say, no, the judge say you for add this. But you see this man, for God's sake, we're not a human being. You see this man don't depreciate mentally, emotionally. So which you want for gain from this man? And I'm a question, what people want for gain from this man? Now for me, you say don't die one month. They will clap. But don't forget say we go be tarnished. The international will go tarnish we as somebody, as country where they suppress political rights. Tomorrow, if that man anything happen to him tomorrow, we country go be branded in some kind of way. But let's say, come man, an American citizen. You got dual citizenship. So myself, sometimes I can ask myself, what is the international community that they do? You have your citizen, he has been incarcerated for almost 3 years, if I could be correct. Oh no, they do nothing, or just the silence. Even though they're Israeli, but you get another citizenship on a US. What did the US government don't do?
So you not think saying that because of the case where them paint over them?
I don't know what they do, but behind
you not think
say the case where they paint per person, even a paint them. If you don't paint this man, say the man he don't go to tap on small. Okay. For what is what? Give this man bill. Not give and stiff bill where you know say this man not go for meeting bill there. And look the man in condition, physical condition, my brother. Before me, inside court, come back for them. And begin call 9991. And from there begin lost in mental state. I was present in court. I was present, right? I sit down right very close to Ramna court. Because how they fix the courts, you know, the journalist chair me very close to the dock. You understand? So now I sit down. And then I think the prosecutor may read the doctor reports. You know, the prosecutor or the judge may read the doctor reports at that time. I read it again and now the man lost in mental state instant. Inside court. Right in my presence. He broke the dock, the box face inside. That for the broke. From then, the man lost his state. Not to then say, I was there. We report coming matter up to 7 o'clock with the dinner court. The matter they go home. Sometimes they report on office says 7:30 when the matter done. When it just starts. So not today we will follow Kabaiba matter. If you say na so a man do, not we say na so he do. Yes, also na so he do. Why when I get stiff the way you know say the man not will be access? There are other means for hold this man down for making not travel. If not for travel, you be afraid. There are means. We don't see people that don't commit when a murder. That they reduce to manslaughter, the man set free. Now kill. No. There's a sexual penetration. So why not forget bill? So you look at the bottom line of the whole thing. Something there underneath, me brother. Something there under.
Plenty people they peg them to political thing.
I make I say beaucoup in the under. Beaucoup in the under. It's not that just that matter, my brother. Not to that matter, eh? Not to that matter, eh? Not to that case.
Matter they able for all
I did before. They just like the way you whitewash something. They look fine before you, but under waiting bad. The thing with the other they bad. Just present and polish and fine, make them fine. For the people to accept and say yes and so. There's something underneath to that mind issue. Because they go on, other people they will not belong go court, ministers will not belong go court study. We know them, we saw them. I mean, one person we have been bold enough to ask some minister, wait till they defend this court today. Even though we all get right for camp court, but they defend their today. You know, they can't in sexual offense court. But because this matter come, because you cannot court. Well, I have the right to come here. He said, I just watch us by. From then, you did not say, as a journalist, something there underneath this matter. What? As I say again, the international community are dumb. They are silent about this whole issue. They call themselves so-called human rights issue. And so human rights societies, they're dumb. We human rights organization and salon, they said don't try their best. Like Chadi, I can remember Chadi. They go personally in a private and talk to Kamemba, interview him. Myself, I went to Chadi, interview the director. We talk, tell me what you find out. Journalists themselves don't do their parts in the country. But what's the international? We voice will not be hard yet. Maybe if the international community they come in, it will be helpful to this man. But if they say don't see that man lost in life, If you see Kamayeba now, my brother, you will shed tears. We waiting at the ground, we know. If you see her now, you will shed tears, my brother. Healthy, hale and healthy man, don't feel like a small picking when I hold the whole now. Even the man, in your reproductive organ now, so if you go for one for wet, safe and a problem, you see our wet, we don't done. I did the whole thing. Hey, but come on, bro, come on. No, not talk about it. This thing's embarrassing, my brother. I make us I get too much emotions too. I make a the type of put my emotions back as a journalist. I know Sabi and one day, no family, me and Pampos, I know Sabi, nobody said. Nobody know. People don't know me. And I don't know people, in fact. So when they talk as a freeborn. Me and Kamemba say, no one, me, no one, they don't talk so. But they talk from a human perspective. This is wrong, my brother.
Well, you don't hear it from the journalist in CSF, waiting in CSF talk this na editor, and he don't make him point. He don't actually explain everything. When he know, since him be not to get first-hand information, he don't report on this issue, he don't follow the files them, he don't see waiting the inside. It's just not different from what I will tell for talk here. Say most of the evidence they know the lead. So one of the things that way people be don't speculate now that they just put on there for just silent time. And from the journalist, now not to Mio, not to Sembepi, not to Bible, from the journalist, it don't make them very clear, say, this not wrong, not correct, a wrong, and then just put on there for silent time. And we all know what that mean. We know what it mean. So the fate of Kamaremba, then are the judge in hand, or the magistrate in hand, the judge in hand. Because tomorrow, whether they decide on the case, whether they give judgment, then we go get for know whether Kamaremba na prison he get for end in life or it come out. Because the kind of condition where he get right now, for let them go sentence again, now with the kind health where he get, he just did it now. He did it now, and he wait. He still get hope say he go free. But if they can had another jail term, per waiting it all already the spend, you know, then we don't know how good day. Well, we don't know almost here. We actually don't know, because I know say something like 15 years or so, and they can go par or more. He already not spend some years, yeah. In your case, different from this Ali Foster, where Ali Foster spent a lot of time before they found him guilty, and by the time they pass judgment say you guilty, then just free him because they don't spend already in jail time. But this one different, because any almost years you don't spend, it gets more years where they get for gap. That depends on the judgment that will come out tomorrow. So in live one, in health one, you know, in well body business, get a day at the hand of the magistrate or the judge for tomorrow. A day on the judgment. It only and solely rely on waiting the judgment will get for B. So some people they look forward for see waiting the judgment will get for B. If they find him guilty, then we know waiting and they mean for in health. If they find him say he actually not guilty, well, then can go fight for health. You know, go spend a lot of money for make sure say he well. But this now waiting, we look forward for see tomorrow as it go appear in a court. Well, for the LJ case, where it as well go again for appear on the 24th. If they don't, the question we me ask no more. If the one them we just go fend LJ now OS the headquarter Benghazi, then say them people and they go put waiting and call riotous conduct, then go set kuskas, then go set confusion. For just set confusion, they send them 3 years. What about the one where they say it don't commit what they call robbery with aggravation? Let me say it go thief with violence. What about that one day? If they send down in the 3 years, how many years if you say eligible go send down? Well, then again, it left to the judge for the timing waiting exactly go happen. It left to waiting go exactly happen. But as it did now, especially Kamaremba in case they now the thin line now, we don't know waiting will get for B in faith, or waiting at the intention of the government, or the one them we prosecute them. We don't know what's the intention. If they actually want to spend the rest of their life in jail, yeah, or they want to he go next world to the shortest possible time from jail. We don't know. Or they want for wait after the election, they release them. We as well don't know. So that they left to them. Now going to the next issue where we see where now the issue of Gento. We're very sorry, we not still able to get we guest connected yet. So I just use this small time for just rub mouth little bit no more. And then I will get for take me leave because normally I'm not can analyze the issues then. Now the issue of Gento, we see the President Bio and I call him in Honeymet Julde, when the VP, don't actually endorse Gento for as the mayoral aspirant for the Freetown City Council under the Sierra Leone People's Party. Well, we don't hear Usai a lot of time where we First Lady don't make mention of Gento, you know, that for sure how much they loved Gento and how much they want for let Gento take over from Akisoya, you know. And we as well hear, you know, from one video where the First Lady do, where he say, I think that inside the conference or so, he say, una need for vote for the president and una vote for the mayor. He say, for example, if Gento win and then they not get the president, then no, the president will go there, not going to open the mouth for Gento. But I begin to wonder why if for so. This is not government business. Local government and central government supposed to work hand in hand for any development. But now you see why development is lacking. Because if this government not the open door for the Freetown mayor, then it means say they not give him opportunity for work freely. This is not exactly what he talk. And interestingly, they say if you see blind man say I stone you, must not say you don't master stone. So if you see the First Lady come out and talk say if them win the mayor and they lost the presidency, it means say Gento no go able for work fine. That means say exactly this government they hold the Freetown City Council to ransom because of not to them they na the Freetown City Council. Now just a simple message that they send you. So now they don't already endorse their own candidates, which means they don't get any reason for go into competition. What do I mean? It means say nobody can stand against Gento under the SLPP. Just like how they endorse President Bio for be the flag bearer for the SLPP. Now so they don't endorse Gento for be the aspirant for the mayoral aspirant under the Freetown for the Freetown City Council. So knowing how the competition will get for the on that particular position day. So now even not able to deliver better one, and even then they suppress them and do all kind of things against them because not all them they na the council and na them they na the presidency. So no way they they go open. They, you know, we can tell you at some point say when you listen to certain things that you know exactly what they happen. If you listen to the First Lady and then you look at what they happen, then you know. Because several times we don't come and we don't hear you when the First Lady don't say he and Yvonne not to the same level in day. If Yvonne want for the talk, let Yvonne the talk to when he make mention by that time they now the time where Yvonne been gonna AYV and they talk and then in come and do in Facebook Live. He said if Yvonne want for talk, let it talk with Gento because they are two different for the same position. And then if he come back and tell we that kind of thing they say, if they lost the presidency and they win the mayor, that means they're not going for deliver because they're not going to open the mouth for them. It means saying that the same thing themselves they do. So we wait for see what will actually be the position, you know, of the people. Because all of what they happen to right now, not all anybody get for determine whether they win. President Bioki likely go for the second time. President Bioki likely win, so lost the election. We don't know. It left to the people for determine who that's the one for them. It keep, like for example, we see a lot of endorsement again for the opposition. One of the flag bearer aspirants na the opposition, you know, party. A lot of, but again, it left to the delegates for decide whether na that particular aspirant they want or not. And if na in they want, it left to the people for decide again whether na in they want or not. So we still wait for see waiting they happen or waiting they really go on with regards them particular issues then they. So a lot of things them they where we don't actually come up. Lots of things them they where we don't actually come up, you know, from the different newspaper them where I could just one for let me pass me eye quickly on some of the other things them. Quick one on some of the other things them. For example, let's just watch the paper then quickly and see. I see something where I actually get interest in again. Where I honestly want for let me talk about you know, because very important for let me talk about them. You know. Okay, so on this inside this paper, I want to briefly talk about what happened yesterday in McKinney. Now, if you watch this paper, it talk about National Delegate Conference, convention slated for 17, 18, and 19th of February. Now, I see something happen yesterday where, for me, I'm not glad. The whole event now McKinney of the flag bearer declaration where Samoa go declare, it be really okay. But one thing I'm not be like now the organization. I find out say all man one for then at the stage. Even when you need to forget one person when him they do the MC and they control the mic. But you will see this will come out no more. He can't talk now, yes. This will come out. He can't vex na stage. This will come out. That it not be really done yesterday. It not be really organized as how it's supposed to be. In as much as the message been there, in as much as a lot of people be get interest, but I think say the one them where we feel say that they organize the thing, not be actually put themselves together very, very well. Because and interestingly, this is a message. The reason why they talk about time because we know we like for see something like that in the National Delegate Conference. It shows how disorganized they be. If they need forget person, when then they call for kind of stage, the person and the one that when they call, like how they call people yesterday, be really cool for letting they come up. But the one we don't get business na the stage, go run up na the stage, he can't talk na yes. He go run cam, he can't team up, he go run cam, he can't vex na. It not be nice at all. It not be send good message at all. In my own eye, in my own lens, it not send good message at all. So in the future, as that's not to be the convention, not just one delegate, but it speaks a lot. That thing then, for me, in my opinion, I don't know, some other people are not going to say and say it mean anything, but in my own opinion, in my own estimation, it not send any good message at all. So I think say if then they go into the delegate conference, therefore make sure say they're more organized. Who that not get business na the stage, not for going at the stage. Who that not get business, not for going at the stage. Then going further, because yesterday we be actually take feed. I want for first of all tell them thank you. The Samoa Kamara media team, the Facebook page particularly, we been get feed from them. At one point, AYV been stop the streaming. I'm not saying internet connection. And then we be rely on Samoa Kamara. But one thing again when I notice from them, they be really good for let them do the things. But the one way be the one that way be then at the team again. Then say when you watch the video or when you the video that kind of events in there, you for no say people in there we want for listen to what you the video. So what did I try for say? That day yesterday, you will find out say the cameraman them, you go hear the alayanda. Hey, tell them say we there. Tell them say na this so. Tell them no, you know to do that. If at all you want to communicate, back away from the camera, pinch the person, talk na yes. Not to your own voice we want for hearing. Nah, the voice where they come out of the speaker or the person where they talk, then we want for hearing. But yesterday, it really get some hiccups them where I feel say the need for put in place things them for meet up the National Delegate Conference where they say they come up the 17, 18, and 19. This not just, wake up call. Not just way for caution them when then they go forward. Because we be really rely on them. Them na part of them party. Na then get them program. And then, like, what do we been do? Like, when we join the SLBC, for example, at the AIV, now the SLPP, the convention, you be find out, say, what in people want for you, now the speaker or the ambience from people and they're all around. But even when you find out, say, outside the flag bearer aspirant, Sidom, a lot of people they're all over the place. They're not be really organized. We be expect, say, outside the flag bearer aspirant Sidom. Yeah, you don't forget people them when they can't team up the back, they block them, or you get all man just to do your own things then. If you're really organized, if you know able to shake hand that moment, wait after the program you go shake hand. But not to when the program they go, you go there now, they move so, they allow so, they talk so, it not be really done. So we really want to see when we dey get boku people them wey go actually attend that conference day, for let them put things them in place, for let them really get decent program. They really need for get decent program. Because remember how they say how you pray you bed, na so you go lead on day. And we want for see thing we really organize, message now we want for see, and not to all man just there all around. Then we get one particular short guy yesterday, where I understand say I think I be lawyer also. He can just come on when he can at the stage. He can't vex. He go back. Or he can't vex, then can't go. He come back. He not show any sign of respect or responsibility. He not show that at all. He not show that at all. And I find out say at one point, even when they invite like Femi Clo the school for can talk, it him up on the stage like 5 to 10 minutes before ever it begin for making statement. When they call person, now a guest, you not get any reason for making the guest can't him up the wait for any other thing. If na technical something, we know say na technical. But una left am itim up, like when una not even value am. Una left am itim up for something before una begin make una get and go ahead for let he actually begin for making point. So this the reason why I dey pick am up now. I use this opportunity where I not normally do. Now for let una know say things them go on yesterday we not cool. In as much as we been see the zeal, the energy, the positivity from una, but una really need for organize very well. And una use this one as an example for organize una 16, 17, and 18 conference where they come. Please, because I tell you for real, whether somebody want to tell you or not, if me, like how I watch and so, I go laugh una. Because it just show me say una not organize. It just tell me that the plane say una not be able to organize yesterday. In as much as una get running order, of the activities them, but una not be really know how to put certain things them in place. And una use this as example for correct what happen. For correct things them in the National Delegate Conference, actually be like that one day. Una not a small party. And even when una no want for talk am, but the conference where them be all, please, una not get me wrong, this not a conference and we want for we see a decent conference. Talk and go, talk and come. The way how we see the SLPP convention, how you see they get the chairman, if they're not calling a stage, can they? In as much as you be get one people away they come, it's understandable. But for say you get boku people away they come no more, not for the one the way they call for can talk. Una not get me wrong. Then be getting people and the way they call by region and other things then. That they different or by group. But some people not be get business there at all. All the, you cannot talk like yes, can't talk and can't no. Una try for put on strategic communications way how una able for communicate. If at all, una feel say, let's show una this technique. Then get what they call CUG, close user group. Now, the mobile company they operate on that day. If you feel say, una get things that una don't forget. Una want for the communicate to the chairperson for that particular program. And they tell una now about una convention. Una establish what they call closed user group. Or una because we don't need to pay for that, the WhatsApp don't make it simple. Una make what they call conference call. The person when are the chairperson, it get in earpiece and yes. They unmute the mic and talk to them when they feel say it don't left out something or it get other thing where they want for it include in the itinerary. Then they will be more professional than you see this they come, he can't talk, then they can't talk, whether they come, he can't vex, 9 years, and then they go back. Please, una establish that day, una get these people the way responsible for the event. Now then they na that group day. When the chairperson the day na the place outside they organize the program, it gets in your piece. They only communicate through that WhatsApp group day. Through the WhatsApp call where they on continuously. if they want for talk to them, now the term, and then they say not to all man just the talk no more. Then for make sure they get 2 people in when they no more they talk to them. And then they mute when they no need for talk to them. When they need for talk to them, the 2 people and they engage, if they give the information, engage of who that go reach on to them. They unmute and tell the chairman, say, chairman, we need to recognize them people that they don't come. He mute them back. And note them people that don't come. And just to give una this idea for make una able forget professional something in the future. Professional something in the future. I give una free consultancy, una no need for pay for them. Not to boast on waiting, but una need for get them things there. Una self send good message say we very much organize and we know what we want and what we they do. Now for the convention I tell una so. Do ya that thing we see yesterday? Na Samuel Kamara in declaration of intention. I beg. Una no embarrass una self for that delegate conference. I beg. Una set up event team where they only therefore coordinate with the speaker them. Especially the chairperson when he no more get the right for talk na mic. But chairperson not go they talk na mic. Then and so if I come up behind the back, they can't tell and say you need for do this, you need for do this. It's like wait una put on there for you not even sabi. Una allow people for do their work. And then una create this thing where una even communicate to the chairman, nobody know. Please, una take note of this. Please, una take note. Okay? We actually don't come. We're not able to forget, the speaker, the guest to come inside the program. But I think say I don't use this term for advice. I just advise to and use this particular way for talk to certain people. So I want to appreciate to now we join we. We will come again tomorrow with another edition of Couriers. You're unfortunate that we're not able to forget to guest them for connect. But I shall say I try for do my best for we get ourselves engaged, and we know what everything that happen. Okay, so sorry. Abubakar Rashid said the McKinney declaration na declaration of the status quo and nothing not change. Okay. Alright, so basically I think I see things that will happen yesterday. I really see things that will happen, but still we could spend other time for talk about the actual things that will happen. What we not think about the declaration yesterday. We could spend time for discuss about them. And we get a program where we get for come up with, pretty soon, where before the convention, we go ask question about members them of the APC, senior members them of the APC, like the Victor Fo, the Alpha Khan, if they actually go get for join the APC for the convention. This is the question we will get for ask. We get reason why we ask this question, and we go actually come and discuss waiting go on, where we don't see from different side them. SLPP don't finally get the vice president or when they running mate, and then don't settle already. They already don't settle, don't put their house in order. So we look forward to the opposition for let we see if they're self-capable for put their house in order, because I know a lot of people them don't begin get concerned already. From waiting and see yesterday, a lot of people don't get concerned already. So we wait for see waiting will get for happen. Well, I want to tell you all, thank you for joining me inside the program today. The producer for this program is Ilyas Sabah. My name is Sembepe, the freedom fighter. Well, until we meet again, this afternoon we actually go get for join the PPP as they do protest in Belgium. As they say, they get a lot of things that we want for talk about this particular government, and then they present letter to the European Commission concerning the activities that we go on inside the country. So we look forward for see what exactly go get for happen. This afternoon. Now Belgium, Brussels, now the European Commission, Usai caretaker Bio, President Bio go actually there for attend the particular activity or event. So until we meet again, we can end the broadcast now, and we get ready for come again with the live coverage of how the protest go get for Talek. One more time, God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call Riyadh. I'm out.
Another morning again inside Riyadh. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country Riyadh. Anyway, before I go to the Wahala na Riyadh, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colores, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.